Hey, what's going on, Ambush? I don't know how to say that name. Oxis? How's everybody doing tonight? My day is going really, really well. I had a great day so far. Having a lot of fun. Got a lot of work done. In fact, let's do that really quickly. I promise it'll come back. I can't see chat at the moment. I'm opening up uh, the third account. I had the two main accounts going, but now I got the challenge account coming up right now because I've made a lot of progress there, and I also have to upgrade some or rank up some champions. So I'm just waiting for that process to go through. I think I can bring back the video now. Go. All right, so now we're here in the free to play. I've been grinding all day, so I have a bunch of guys to rank up. I need food for them though. Night's going good. Yep, you're from. Oh, it's lunchtime. Nice, nice. Thank you for watching all the way from Australia. I appreciate it. I assume that's Australia. By the way, I could totally be wrong about that. Dude, I need like a zapper or something. Every time I look this way to talk to chat, because I want to look at you guys at the camera, and I just keep looking down at the chat box. I need to I need to what I need is to get like another monitor up here, but then that would block my backlight. Well, thanks, Ambush. I appreciate that. Hey. All right. No. Get out of the way.
Ever? Worst day ever?
Okay, that's not working, so let's go to YouTube. Stand by 1 second, y'all.
Ever? Worst day ever?
I just pulled up my stream and the audio was playing, and they can hear you yelling, or not yelling, but talking to Cora about the worst day ever.
Worst day ever.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, Ash? Let me get back to my stuff here. There we go. All right. All good. Had to set someone up as a moderator because I haven't done that kind of stuff on here yet, so we've got that taken care of. real quick, I'm just on the challenge account right now. I'm just trying to finish up some stuff I've been doing today. So I've been using up all of my energy, and trying to get as many food leveled up as I can. So what we're gonna do tonight, I'm gonna let a few more people join. I have an account takeover scheduled more from 9:30 will be the first account takeover. Before then, we're gonna pull shards. Now I've got all 3 of the accounts pulled up. We're probably gonna pull shards on all of them. I've given it a lot of thought, and while I could save the shards on the free-to-play to summon for the new champion, who I do think is good, I'd rather pull them during a 2x, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It's that like urge to pull shards type of thing. So I'm gonna pull those shards on that account. We have, I think, 6 on that account. I can check in just a second. But I do kind of want to give people a little bit of time to join here, and then then I have some account takeovers. At least one that I'm gonna do. I have a second one that I might do. But talks regarding that one have stalled a little bit. Haven't heard from them in a minute, so we will get to that one here in a little bit. Okay. All right. I just got your message, Ash Maddie. So now I know who you are. So, you're okay. So sorry. Let me catch up on chat here. Free to play series caught my eye due to you not being a big content creator. It's been great so far. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. So one of the reasons, and I'm sure I've talked about it in a video before, but one of the reasons I started the channel was because I felt like a lot of time, the information that I wanted to relay to the members of my clan, I would show them a video, but in the video, they would take for granted some things that were assumed, right? Like gearing and kind of the basics, you know, like, oh, everybody knows that to put percent gear on their champions. I don't need to say that. And I think a lot of times that goes overlooked. And so I do want to give a quick update from my last stream. I know not a lot of you here, at least not so far, were at that last stream, but I did an account takeover on the last stream for a member of my clan. His name is Killswitch. Let me move over to that account real quick. And he was silver 4, I think, and could not get into gold 1. And if we take a look, he's gold 3 now. So with a little bit of tweaking, just a little bit of guidance and some advice and saying, hey, you should use this champion this way, and you should do these things this way, it really made a big difference for them, and they were able to see huge gains in their progress in Arena. So great there. Hey, what's going on, Dread? How you doing? So I'm very proud of them for their accomplishments, because it's, you know, a little bit of guidance, and then they did all the grunt work, right? That was all them. So really, really proud of them there. We've got, this is our next 5 stars. So I've got 3 5 stars ready to go now for Miscreated. These 3 right here that I'm gonna feed. Now the rest of them are gonna have to be 3-star food that get leveled up to 4-star, because there's no other epics that I want to sacrifice. Because I want to keep Neldor. But these 3 guys can go. There's a small argument to keep Jizzo for his multi-hit A1, but if all I want him for is a multi-hit, then I can just bring Neldor, and I get the same effect. So no reason to keep him. All right, that was everything I kind of wanted to do on that account. I thought about recording videos before we got started, but I really don't. I guess I could record a real quick video for this. Okay, let's see. Big content creators that have beefy accounts, they don't make all that many beginner videos, or at least not that I've seen so far. It's been good to watch from start to finish. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. And it's no knock against them. They made those videos 6 or 5 years ago, you know. Um, and I'm sure that their audience has grown with them and they know all that stuff, right? So here I am just trying to teach new players the basics and then build upon that, right? So like for example, in my takeover last stream, I told Killswitch, I was like, "Hey, listen, so there's an advanced point in time where you're going to want to put um percentage boots on your champions, right? There will come a time where your gear will be strong enough or your support champions will be strong enough that you can put gear on these champions to get extra damage out of them without needing them to be in speed boots per se, right? But you're not there yet. So my advice to you is a blanket rule, speed boots only on every champion you have. And I think that's a great blanket rule for beginner accounts, um, that kind of, because there's very niche scenarios where you'll use percent, right? But even for me, like this is my PvP nuker right here. He's still in speed boots, you know. So there are scenarios where that's a more advanced kind of point, but to for starting out when you don't have that extra speed boosts from Great Hall and all the other elements in the game, in my opinion, you should use speed boots only. Any spot for me in your clan, and also what is the requirement? I just had a spot open up. Um, so the requirement is gold 1 in arena. You'll see I have a few people that are in silver. This is being addressed. Um, this individual right here just messaged us and said that they would like to that they are going to be stop playing raid. Um, and then the minimum clan requirement. Well, shoot, I made that stuff disappear. Is 30,000 points. It says 20,000 right here. I set it to 20,000 so that you can gain the points to get the extra 30. Because if I just set it to 30, you get all those rewards, but those rewards don't help you get to that 30, right? And so I would rather give you the opportunity to get to 30 from 10. Um, those three should all go. Low tier epics, yep. Yeah, you might see the one off with like silver and gems and how to do food, but no in depth. Exactly, yeah. Level 70 odd, and I use speed boots always, but I'm hard stuck on dungeons at the moment. Okay. Peckham Halder pulled Genbo. Is he worth books? Thinking of building him for arena. So yes, Genbo. If I'm on my main account, which is great timing here. So on my main account, I have a booked out Genbo. He's actually still geared too. This is the gear I had him in going all the way back to, man, I don't remember how long it's been since I used Genbo, but Genbo was my replacement for Elhain as my PvP nuker when I got him. I pulled him from shards. I didn't get him from the Amazon event that was a couple of months ago. He is a top tier nuker, and why don't I explain why real quick? So, self buffing and extra turn, both of those are really really valuable in the arena. So, the crit rate and crit damage, you could, and I think I do have him built to 80% crit rate, which really I could have that at 70%. Um, because he will give himself a buff before he nukes pretty much every time. So, because the AoE nuke is the damage you're looking for, so you can build him in less crit rate and make up for that in attack and crit damage. That's where his value comes in. Um, and then this is a very damaging attack. The effect cannot be resisted on critical hits. You don't need accuracy on him to decrease buffs, which is really good. Um, and then the A1 is good as well. So you'd still need a little support for him. You'd want to bring an increased attack champion and obviously a decreased defense champion for the enemy team. But really, really solid PvP nuker it for accounts that don't have one. On my main free to play, I mean, we have Sun Wukong on the free to play account, but if I had a Genbo, I'd probably build a Genbo as a secondary nuker in that regard. Let's see. 100% worth books, yeah. Definitely on the cool. Yeah, I mean with PvP nukers, you need every piece of damage you can get. So you do want to put the books. It maybe not on the A1 so much, if I'm being honest. You will probably use it in early game arena, but if you build him right and your team right, theoretically you just kill the enemy team before you need to A1 them. So if you're able to, if you're really conservative on books, then you want this cooldown reduced and you want this ability boosted for the damage and everything. Beyond that, if you're super conservative with books, I would save them. But if you're liberal with your books, he's a great target, especially for epic books. Like they're pretty common. I had too many epic books to use in the most recent Clan v Clan. So at a certain point, you do get a bunch of them. Let's get back to the comments here. Hello, Justin. How you doing? Thanks, Twin. I'm going to call you Twin FN. Thank you for the love. Helm Smasher for sure, absolutely. And how's it going? I'm in. I hope you guys are all doing well. So I'm getting ready to pull some shards here. I mostly just wanted to do some stuff on the accounts. I thought about recording a video on this real quick. So why don't we do that? I wanted to give some people more time to join if they wanted to see it live. Hey, what's going on, Alistar? And then once I get more people in here, I'm not, there's not like a people limit, but I'm going to record this video and then I'll also record the shard pull on the free to play and then we'll go to the main account. After the shard pulls are over, I am going to do an account takeover. At least one right now is scheduled and we'll go from there. So if you are interested in an account takeover, to get one, you do need to be a member of the channel. And one thing that occurs to me is some people may not know how to become a member for a YouTube channel. The way I look at it, it's very similar to a Twitch subscription. I charge the same amount as a Twitch subscription. It's $4.99. You can become a member. If you're on my main channel, you'll see a join button. In fact, let me look and see if you can see it from, yeah, so right under my face, there's a join button. If you're watching me on YouTube Live right now, if you click that join button, that will give you the option to sign up for the membership. And like I said, it's like a Twitch subscription that helps kind of fund the account a little bit. The more members that I get, the easier it'll be to convince my wife to let me do this full time. What'd you say? So, okay. Let's record this video real quick. So I probably won't be reading chat for a small moment. I'm going to record a really quick video. I'm not going to pop this shard. I'll explain why here in the video. You guys get to see behind the curtain a little bit too. Hey everybody, I'm Roadblock and we are on the free-to-play challenge account. So, I'm actually recording this live right now. I'm live on YouTube. I've been talking about it all week. You know, it's Saturday and we're going live. I'm going to open up some shards here on the other accounts and such. But the real thing I wanted to do in this video was just give you guys an update, right? I've been talking a lot about my reinvigoration for this account, and that's 100% true. And I've got the checks to prove it now. So I've got free food ready to go. These are 3 epics that I feel like are worth letting go. Definitely these 2. An argument could be made for Jizzo, but the argument is really because he has a multi-hit A1, in my opinion. I don't really care for anything else in his kit, maybe the counterattack. But we have Neldor, who I would use as well. So Neldor right here has many multi-hits. a 3 times hitter on the A1, a 4 times hitter on the A2, and then a 2 times hitter here, which is also AoE with decreased speed, which would be good for pushing the waves into the bosses. So for Fire Knight in particular. And then he also transitions over into Hard Fire Knight. Now he doesn't have any turn meter control, but if we just want a multi-hitter to bring that shield down and get that damage rolling, he's an option. Paired with something like an Armiger, for example, we could have some real progress on Fire Knight, which is an area that I'm probably going to try to push during this event. So I don't know if I've talked about it expressly, but Odd One, I've been in talks with him. Each member of the team is going to focus on a specific area, and I'm leaning towards Fire Knight since I have the multi-hitting starting combo, but we'll see about that. So okay. As you can see, 11 energy. I've spent all my energy right up until the point that I started recording this video. I will get my last clan boss key out of the way because I've been forgetting that on a lot of my accounts. Last night, the worst night to do this, on my main account, I only did Ultra Nightmare. I forgot to do Nightmare. I was so upset when I woke up this morning and only had 2 chests to open because I think we killed Ultra Nightmare, right, guys? You let me know in the chat because I can't quite remember. So, normal on the account is still a 2 key, but we're getting closer, especially once we get miscreated up. That'll make a huge difference, I think. And then hard, it just makes more sense to put the keys in hard for me. I don't really think I'm going to gain anything from easy that's going to be used. It's pretty much just selling off for silver and that kind of stuff. So we'll let this run here, but I've been playing the account, really enjoying it. Interesting thing has happened. I'm still losing some of my fights in 12-3 campaign. It's a very unique scenario, and it depends on which champions I'm bringing with Athel, which I think is kind of interesting because it alters her turn meter or her turn rotation, and so sometimes what'll happen is she'll get the bombs placed on her and then do her extra turn mechanic and blow herself up, essentially. So it's a very niche scenario, but I'd say like a handful of them have failed. But I'm still happier with that than I was before, where it felt like 1 in 3 I was failing. So we're seeing progress from farming those Templars for sure. So call you twin. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of chat here, just getting kept out. What about that degree? So that's a fair question, because I think I mentioned, yeah, my wife letting me do this full time. So the degree is plan A, but you know, I love doing this, and never would have thought that, right? I never would have thought that I would love doing this as much as I do. You know, it's a lot. Even with the recent drama, right? It's still a lot of fun, and I like helping people. Like the job that I do right now is a glorified Walmart greeter. Not actually at Walmart, but I help a lot of people on a regular basis, and I enjoy doing that. And so I really like it when I help you guys. So one of my recent clan members, I did an account takeover for him live a couple of weeks ago, and he just hit gold 3 in arena, and I'm like, I'm super proud of him. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm saying that I'm proud of him. I gave him the tools and he built the house, you know? Like, I was just really, really proud of that, and I'm glad that I could help him, and I want to keep doing that. So all the drama stuff aside, like, you know, that's what I want to do. So I'm not gonna. I appreciate that comment, Twin. I'm not gonna say that one on the recording though, because it sounds grandiose if I say it myself, right? But I appreciate that, and I don't necessarily agree with it. I'm gonna address that comment as soon as I'm done recording this video. So I want to get out of. I want to let this clan boss go. Rathless hits so hard. It's so tempting to level him up just to see him smack like a friggin' beast, but I miscreated is my decision. So this video will be a little bit shorter today because I do want to open up shards and I have things to get to for the live stream, but I wanted to give you guys an update about how much I am committed to this. I am not I might. I'm probably going to go for the fusion on my main account. It's a fragment, I think. If it's a traditional fusion, I'm not going to go for it. If it's a fragment summon, I'll probably go for it on my main account. And we may even do some of it on this account too because of the new mechanic. Well, I guess no, we're not going to have time to get the new free champion. So, but that's pretty much it. I've been using all of my energy. My mission right now is the Force Keep. I think we're several days away from that. Tuesday will be Force Keep. So I'm locked on missions right now. Challenges, we could do these ones, but I don't really need to divert energy at the moment. Stage 5 of the Spirit Keep is going to be the big one that we want to get past because I think the next parts of these are going to be stronger shards. And then the arena, we're working on that. Happy with my arena team on here. We're having a lot of success. I think I can give you a brief preview. You'll see, yeah, a pretty decent-ish win rate. I pretty much went from top to bottom here. So this is, well, no, yeah, no, I went from top to bottom because I'm not really worried. Even speed teams, sometimes I can beat. So, all right, we're gonna call that a video because I really don't have too much else to talk about at the moment. This particular, I'm gonna wait until like Monday, Tuesday. I suspect there'll probably be like a 25x or the progressive chance is what they're called. So I'm gonna hold on and see, maybe we can target another epic champion perhaps, rather than just pulling this ancient shard. So thank you guys for watching. If you have time, well, no, I'm not gonna have time to upload this because I'm already live. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you can catch me on the next live stream. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Okay. So that'll save. The reason I do it like that is that'll save it as a recording. So answering questions. I don't think I've blown up, but I appreciate that sentiment, Twin. I do agree that I gained a lot of subs over a period of time, but the biggest blow up that happened when I did this challenge account. I'm gonna attempt the February fusion on the main account to be determined on the free to play because I'm going to pull my shards in the free to play today. If I have to do the summon rush, I will not be able to complete the fusion. I do think it's worth it, but I don't think it's worth saving my sacreds for during a 2x. 12% is a good percent chance at getting a legendary. I saw you, Pazerlex. I was recording a video there, but how's it going, man? Do you think Rathalos is more of a demon lord or a Hydra champ? Yes, he's good for both. If you're looking, if he's not in a speed tuned team he can do both. He can be in a part of a speed tuned team, or he can just be in a demon lord team. If he's part of a speed tune team, he likely is too slow to be good for Hydra. At least the higher difficulties of Hydra. But his kit is well suited for both fights. So if you don't have other champions and you're looking for nukers for Hydra, I mean, he's absolutely your guy. And if you're looking for a big damage dealer in Clan Boss, he's your guy too. I'm kind of tempted to replace my Ferrokin with Rathalos, if I'm honest. Especially because of the, well, no, he only self-buffs, never mind. Could I please make a vid on Iron Twins, Peckham Halder? Absolutely, I can. The only problem with Iron Twins is that I kind of cheese it. I'll show you on my main account here real quick. Son is sitting with me, wants to say hi. Hi to Ash's son. I don't know. I hope you're doing well. 6 sacred shards. Yes, I've got 6 sacreds. Somebody pointed out to me. Let's get over to the free to play. Let's go over to free to play. Somebody pointed out to me that I was almost 60, and in the progression rewards, level 60 is a sacred. I've been grinding campaign all day. You'll see I have a lot of food ready to go. It wasn't enough, and I don't think I'm going to get 25% in the next 10 minutes. So I did everything I could to try and knock that out. I mean, does it tell me the numerical XP amount? It just says a percentage. Because obviously getting quests done would boost that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hit 60 in time. So we'll just pull the 6 sacreds. I'm about to pull here in a little bit. Let me get through caught up on chat here. Back to Iron Twins. So I'll show you my Iron Twins team. I think I'll have a key. The reason I say I cheese it a little bit is because it's a Geomancer team. The proper way is to put, I think it's decreased speed on Iron Twins. And if you can bring decreased accuracy, it can help. And if you can bring increased resistance, it'll help. Your main goal is to keep those debuffs off your team. You don't want to get the iron brands. That's kind of the key. My team on my main account is kind of a cheese team because it's built around not doing any damage to the boss and completely relying on Geomancer's passive. So if you don't have a Geomancer, it's a lot harder to accomplish. The hardest part with Iron Twins is triggering his counterattack ability, where he wipes all of his debuffs and then hits you with a very, very hard attack, very similar to Ice Golem. So this team, and I have some videos out there. If you look through my videos, you can probably do a search for Iron Twins, and you'll see I've posted a couple different videos about this very team. But I'll do a real quick one here for you, and then we're gonna pull some shards. This will be the last thing I do. I put it off long enough. We'll pull some shards. So I don't have War Master on any of these champions. Oh, this is Aox. I should have gone over the team more. I'll be able to do that here. So this is Aox, the Rememberer. He's a Lizardman epic. What he does is when he takes damage, he extends buffs. Did you see that went from 2 to 3? Right? So see that went up to 4, right? So the whole plan here is that Aox extends the debuff, the HP burn of Geomancer, so that it never falls off. You'll see it did just fall off now. Thankfully, we get to replace it. So it went from 2 to 3, right? So he keeps the debuff on him, and then Geomancer's passive does all the damage. The reason that I have these other champions on the team, we get a huge amount of defense from Ultimate Death Knight, and then we get buffs from all of these champions. When you put buffs on your team, that increases the turn meter of the Iron Twins. You'll see he just got a turn because I applied buffs on my team, and it boosted his turn meter, right? So he's killing himself. If he does damage to himself on his turn, it doesn't activate. That may not be the reason, but the fact of the matter is Geomancer's passive does not activate his counterattack ability, so he just slowly kills himself, and then we find success. And it's a pretty quick run. You'll see that was 1 minute and 32 seconds, right? So pretty good. I recently upgraded that using my ally protector, Kyoku here. Shemnath. Shemnath's interesting. I have him. It's a statue. I'll go with it. It's a very interesting champion, and I couldn't quite figure out how to make it work, but I think it's going to have value at the very least in Faction Wars, but in Arena possibly for you. I pulled. It's one of those things where I pulled Shemnath so late on my account that there wasn't really reason to build them. Is Stagnite we're 6-starring if I have Tayrell pretty much fully built. I'm kind of early game, so I don't have too many 6 stars. I'm going to be a little crazy here and say no. And The reason is because at the core level, they bring the same thing. Decreased attack, decreased defense. It's in a different rotation, right? You have to use 2 abilities for Tyrell versus 1 for Stagnite. And Stagnite probably hits a little bit harder with his A1 and brings increased accuracy. But if you have those 2 debuffs, I would wait if it's your main account or like your main free to play account. I would wait because because those that food could go towards a really good legendary that you might pull, like a Shemnath or something. That's just my opinion. All of them, but the one on far left. Let me go back here. We'll go to stage selection. So, Geomancer. This is Kyoku. Uh, Kyoku is a Shadowkin, and she is an ally protect champion. So she gives the whole team ally protect except herself, and then gives herself block damage for 3 turns, which is amazing. Right? And then she does also bring HP burn and decrease attack. Now, because of this kit and this build that I'm going with her, I actually have her in 0 accuracy because I don't want those to land. Oops. So A3 is a ally protection buff, also places block damage on her for 3 turns, which is great for an ally protector. She doesn't take any damage while your whole team does. Her passive, every time she gets critically hit, she heals everybody by 15% of their HP and then gives them increased defense, which is really great when it procs. Oh, she's a top tier champion. She attacks all enemies and has a chance of placing decreased attack, and then also has a chance of placing HP burn on enemies that didn't get the decreased attack, which I don't like it when they do that. I really don't, because you need accuracy for both. Like, this needs to be something that, like, this HP burn cannot be resisted, so you can pick and choose what lands. But I digress. A1, 3 hits if the target is under 3 or more debuffs. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a weaken, which of course you would want weaken. So great clan boss champion, great ally protector. Again, I have her built in a way that is very specific for this boss. So she actually has no accuracy, 70 on the accuracy, 345 on the resist, trying to resist as many Iron Brands, but at the difficulty I do it, she takes them all. Want her fast, so she keeps that cooldown up. Don't care about crit rate, don't care about crit damage. A ton of defense and a ton of HP at 51,000. We could probably balance that a little bit better, but we also have her in Defiant so that she reduces damage coming in by 15%, and then a little bit of Stone Skin for the resistance and the extra HP. And then for masteries, completely tanky masteries, resetting cooldowns, trying to do everything we can to keep that buff up and keep my team alive. Shemnath is good, AoE buff strip, and hits hard. Yeah, like I said, Shemnath's great. It's one of those ones that you get late, and it's like, well, I have characters that do that, like, so it's just not one that I need on the account, but City of Centranos could change that. Kyoku, no. So I used to do that team with Rectordrath, and even Mithrala can do that pretty well. The problem is that you need to make sure that none of the champions that are in this fight have War Master, because those War Master procs could proc the Iron Twins to do that. Like, I keep calling it a counterattack. It's not a counterattack, but it's an instant turn where they wipe their debuffs and crit and hit your team with a big hit. You don't want that to happen, so you take War Master off everybody so that you don't do any damage. All the damage comes purely from Geomancer. But what you really want is 3 supports. Aox makes it easier by extending that HP burn debuff. But you could, if you don't have that, you could do 4 supports. It's going to take you longer because your buff will fall off potentially. I think Kunichi's. I hate the name because I don't know how to pronounce it. But I'm gonna go with Kunichi, and their kit is interesting. I mean, I like. They're a good ally protector. I bet you the reviews on Clan Boss are high. Am I blind? There, yeah. If you don't have an ally protector, this is a good start. Okay. Uh, three Legos I pulled were Mashald, Strategos, and Harima. Yeah, I have too many Strategoses. Uh, Strategi? I think I have two. Uh, yeah. They were in the crystal event. I don't know if you guys saw that video. All right, enough stalling. So why don't we go over to the free-to-play account? I am going to record this, so you bear with me through my little intro. And I'm going to pull these shards, and then we'll get... oh, man, I'm running late. We're 9:43. I want to get into the account takeovers. So let's get these shard videos on a roll, okay? Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play channel. I am streaming this live right now over on YouTube, so if you see me talking or looking at chat, that would be why. So, quick update, real quick, where I got all my shards. Right. So the challenge, I did complete the dungeon challenge that gave me my sacred. Answering your question there, Riley. Thank you. And if you missed it, I did do Nightmare. You see, we're on Nightmare. We've got all the stars, right? So I did do Nightmare and get the Sacred from that. No additional Sacreds from Clan Boss. Somebody did mention to me that I was almost level 60, which would give me another Sacred, and I've been grinding all day on this account. It doesn't show it very well, to be honest, because I don't think I was that far from it. I feel like I made like 4% progress, but they pointed it out to me. I tried. I did what I could today, playing all three of my accounts. I won't be able to get this sacred shard in time, at least not today. Maybe by Sunday. Who knows? But let's talk about why I decided to pull these sacreds. Now, we do know I spoke in depth in my previous video about a fusion coming up, and that's an exciting time. However, I I want to pull the shards. It's just that simple. I want to pull them. It's fun to pull shards. I want to pull them when I have the best chance of getting a legendary. Um, so I really think that that's just what I want to do. Also, if I have to do a summon rush, I still don't even think 6 sacreds is going to be enough. And then I'm going to have to pull voids when I don't want to and pull ancients when I don't want to. I don't want to pull for a summon rush to get a champion. I just don't. I would rather use my big stockpile of energy and other resources to go in that direction. And then I also mentioned this in the last video. I'm pretty weak in Ice Golem and Spider, which means that I'm going to have to farm on lower difficulties, which could result in a lot more energy usage, and I could get to a point where I have to say, you know what, I don't have the resources that I thought I did. So that's why I'm going to pull these shards now, because otherwise I'm going to waste them during a summon rush and then fail in an attempt at a fusion, and then I'll just be super sad. So let's pull them when we want to pull them, right? So let's get started. I'm going to pull these right away because I do have some account takeovers to get to. If you're seeing this, I uploaded it after the live stream, so I'm sorry you won't be able to join. There should be a VOD of it, possibly. But if you do want to catch me on my next live stream, subscribe, and then if you click that bell, it'll notify you when I go live. You can also join my Discord server. It's in the... what's that called? Description. That's the word I'm looking for. It's in the description of every video that I post. And you'll be able to get updates when I go live, when a new video has been uploaded as well there. Let's get started. Okay, guys. So we have 147 out of 170. We have room. Let's get to pulling. I don't know how I feel about it. I pulled this for somebody else. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh. Okay, let's talk about Skull Lord Vargal before we start pulling other shards. I don't hate the champion, okay? We don't care. We're not going to use Skulls for it. I don't care about that. When he's attacked, he destroys max HP. What a start. I feel bad that I'm not like more excited. My chat is, super excited that I got a legendary, right? He destroys max HP. Wait, when attacked, destroys max HP, destroys max of bosses by 2 points, except the Scarab King, whose match HP was destroyed by 0.5%. That's stupid. This is the one thing where I was like, oh, I can use him on Scarab King. Oh, yeah, I pulled him from you, Pazzer Lex, I remember. All right, we get a decrease attack, right? A provoke. I think he's a pretty good provoker, right? It's a 3-turn. I love well, okay, I'm stealing this from Ash. Ash loves 2-turn cooldowns. This is a 2-turn provoke. Guys, and it's a... Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Places strengthen on this champion, and then has a, when booked, 100% chance of placing provoke on an enemy target for 1 turn. And it's a two-turn cooldown. If he's built fast enough with my team, I've solved my taunt problem, right? We need to taunt that head that clears all the debuffs. And this is a places, which means it will always land because it's not reliant on a non-weak hit. This could be my taunter for Hydra. Yeah, 100% chance when booked. Did I not say that? I thought I said that. It is a big help on Scarab Boss. Okay. Because it sounds negative, right? Okay. And then heal reduction on the A1. This free-to-play account, we don't have a taunter for Hydra other than UDK, right? So now we have Skull Lord Vargal to be our guy. So, all right, cool. Well, he might get built sooner rather than later, if I'm honest. Because we need a taunter. We need a consistent taunter. I have to book him. He needs books to be effective because I need that a 2-turn cooldown. And I'm not crazy, right? 3 turns, cooldown -1. My Molly's on a 3-turn. When it lands on a 1, it's not great. But if she lands on the 2-turn taunt or provoke, great. So, okay, yeah, decrease attack. I mean, there's like 1,000 champions that bring decrease attack. Like, it sounds bad when I say it that way, but I have multiple champions on my teams right now that bring decrease attack. But taunt or provoke is what I need. Okay. Oh, he is super fast. Thank you, Oxus. I'm going with Oxus. 107 base speed. So we're talking about I need him to be fast for the 2-turn cooldown. For the provoke, I got it right this time. There you go. We've got a great starting speed to make him very, very fast and keep those provokes going. I don't think he's going to be as effective doing damage to them, to the rest of the heads. I don't know how hard this ability hits, right? But getting an early taunt is pretty solid. Oxygen, got it. Oxy, got it. Okay, I'm gonna pull in all the shards with 12% chance. Let's pull them all. Melga, that's a good pull. She's a good support. She is a really good support. I didn't already have her, did I? I pulled her really early on my main account, and I kept her at 50, and she was a support for me for a long time just at 50, right up until I got Pythion. And she did a fine job of just being a support at 50 cuz she has a good amount of base HP. So, um I'm a big fan of Melga. I really am. It's one of those things where you get that champion when you need it really badly, and she did put in work. Also, a 2 ally revive, which is pretty darn good. They don't get a lot of. They're only 20% HP and 20% turn meter when they're revived, but they do get a big shield um, on them as well. It proportional to their max HP. You know how I feel about that. The shield that she places is based on her HP, and then also continuous healing. So very similar um, to UDK's shield, right? Proportional to his defense in his case, but that's a good shield. And then this is a unique ability, 50% chance, 5, 10, so 50, 65, 70, 75% chance of removing a random debuff from a random ally. Not something you can really rely on, but it's nice to have, right? It's a little bit of extra. It used to come in pretty clutch for me on Scarab Boss, removing those taunts if I had enough resistance on her. So, definitely a champion. The only problem with her on this account is I have Ultimate Death Knight, which, while it doesn't have the revive portion of the kit, brings the big shield, which is what I would really use her mostly for, because we have a great reviver. So we kind of, maybe this account not great, but for your account, if you pull a Melga today, top tier champion in my opinion. Great epic, really big fan. I don't even know this guy. Uh, yeah, we're moving on. I'll 100% keep Melga for Faction Wars. Okay, so the Bears. I have pulled these guys on my main account a dozen times. Never really used them. Maybe I'm sleeping on them. Let me know in the comments if I'm sleeping on the Bears, but I think that's food right there in my opinion. So. Come on, Raid. What is this? That's just rude. Just rude. This is really, really good. This is really, really good. Okay. So I've been putting it off because it doesn't matter. Um Oh, okay. Everyone's laughing in the chat because I got that guy a second time. Neldor is a really, really good pull. I'm gonna tell you why, because uh we already have a lure to get us through um regular, like this could be our way to open up hard Fire Knight, right? Cuz with a lure, we're pretty much, I could probably go through and push all the difficulties of Fire Knight with a little bit of tweaking of my team. That sounds cocky, but I mean, Allure is a cheat code, right? I'm gonna click my red dots while I talk. So pulling Neldor could be a really good opportunity. I can't believe I two of him to push into hard Fire Knight and start farming for some mythical gear. because he would basically do allure stuff in hard Fire Knight. I would need another freeze champion to get full value out of him. So if we talk real quick, debuffs that places freeze. Oh, we have Ray. Duh. This is good. The Ray's value just went up. Is her aura all battles in dungeons? Yes. Okay. Ray's value just went up. I think Ray and Neldor would be a good combo together. I really do. I do need to tweak my team a little bit to get through the hard to unlock hard Fire Knight, but I think once I do, we've got a pretty good step there. So, all right. First place in the tournament right now at 1809. There is still another chance that I could get some more sacreds. If I do, I'll pull them. And then that is what other was there more? Oh, there's more on the previous page. Got to pay attention. This is why you click the red dots, guys. Okay. Somebody needs to make a meme of me of like the red dot coming at me, you know, or like the Always Sunny thing where you with all the red lines, but for me it's red dots. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call that a video because I have account takeovers to get to. So yeah, I'm gonna do a separate video pulling shards on my main account. But we're gonna call that a video for this one. And then I gotta figure out how many shards I want to pull on the main account because I don't really know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support. I was just talking today to one of my friends about how close we are to 1,000 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this content, if you want to learn more about Raid and have any questions or stuff, post them in the comments. I'd love to get to them in a question block episode. And as always, I appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Yeah, I might hit 60 before ×2 ends. That would be the goal. Or yeah, 60. Yeah, that's the other thing. I can unlock you Carl soon too, right? Because the whole point, the big thing about his kit is whenever someone freezes a champion, he has a 30% to attack the target with a default skill, which can do more freezing. So if I could bring one freeze champion, I get free hits of this A1. Twin, I'd have to look into it a little more detailed. Between those characters. I don't know Runekeeper. Claude is a good support. I don't know Runekeeper, but if he's... I mean, from my experience, I've only ever used Ally Protector with my main account that you saw with Kyoku and with Miscreated in the challenge account. And, I mean, Ally Protector is really, really good. And it sounds weird. I just never pulled them on this account. Or on well, yeah, this account too. So, okay. Main account time. I'm torn, guys. Like, here's the thing. I want to pull shards, but I also want to save them for a 2x event. So maybe I just pull 4. Because, oh, I got a message here. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Jesse. Thank you. Let me look at my Mercy real quick. Sweet. My Mercy tracker's updated on the free-to-play now. So now we know what my Mercy is on the free-to-play. So we need to keep that in mind moving forward. We're at 5. Okay? On the main account, my Mercy is a whopping 0 because I pulled Rotos on my last one. We want to build that Mercy up a little bit, and it's good to do it while we're in a 2x. But I don't know that I want to go all in on 14 shards, because I do want to pull during 2 times legendary events, because I'm looking for or during a boosted chance at Nekmothar, right? Like, who are the champions that I would want to get? Like, I'm just briefly looking at all of the legendaries in each faction. I'm not recording right now. This is just us. Bivald, is he still up there? Not with the Angar buffs. I don't need Bivald anymore. With the Angar buffs and the fact that I got Nergigante Archer, I don't need Bivald anymore, which is an important correlation there. I'd like a Contra for Hydra. Let's see. I'm not reading chat right now because I have my tracker up. Honestly, I'd probably like somebody from this faction simply because my faction wars is really slow. I don't have a lot of legendaries there. We talked about Nekmothar, definitely. It sounds so like disrespectful that I'm like, I don't really want any legendaries. Prince Kaimar. Honestly, just knowing the fact, or Duchess, just knowing that I could potentially get either of these on this 12x makes me want to pull. We've got Rhodos. Siffy's a void, right? Yeah, so not too worried about that. Maybe Mashald. Or Mashaled, sorry. Maybe Bad L, but I'm not like gonna, you know, lose my mind if I don't. I've been pulling a lot of night. A Mother Cybele would be really solid for progression in Sand Devil. Strictly progression. I have what I need for the final stage, or Walking Tomb Drang for Sand Devil progression. I would like to pull either one of those. Hegemon has some kind of fun stuff, but I don't know that it's going to be as big of a deal. And I don't really do bomb stuff. I'll say this, a second copy of Newt would be very welcome, as I think it would be welcome for all of us. Shadowkin, maybe Riho. And then Elva, I would like. Really, really biggest one I would want is Duchess. Duchess would be really, really solid on this account. Let me pull chat back up. Congrats, Pazerlex. Oh man, I'm like way behind. Okay. You asked me why do I think 6 sacreds were not enough for Summon Rush? I don't remember what the values usually are, to be honest. I usually pull whatever shard number I need to pull on this account, and it could be that 6 is enough. I just can't remember. That's all. It's not necessarily that I'm like locked in that it was not enough. It's just I can't remember if it is or is not enough. I need to choose my words more carefully. Do I have Apothecary on which account? My free to play, yes. On my main account, yes. On my challenge account, no. I keep seeing people talking about 2 times ancients. Oh, any void legendary pretty much I'd want, but we were talking. I was only looking at ones I can get from sacreds. Yeah, it's 2x Lego from sacred. Yes, that's why I pulled shards. Oh, someone's talking to Twin. My bad. Yeah, Elva's great. Yeah, Apothecary is good. I will say that I feel I learned this on the free-to-play account. A little more underwhelming than you may have remembered. He does bring a lot of speed, and maybe I didn't use him right. I'll say that, but got replaced pretty quickly. So, uh, cool. All right, let's pull 4 shards and see what happens. All right, all right. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna record this. So, give me a second. We're falling way behind on the account takeovers. I do apologize, Jazzy. We're gonna get through this. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Roadblock, and we're gonna pull some shards today. I was just telling my chat here that I don't know how many I want to pull. We're gonna start with 4 and see what happens. I'm on 0 mercy. I really want Necmo Thar, but when it comes to other non-void legendaries, there aren't that many that I'm really chomping at the bit for, other than like a Duchess or a Kymar, which you always want, right? But I could also have just as much chance of getting them during a double legendary event. At the very least, we're going to build up our mercy a little bit here. So let's go ahead and get in here. I do have plenty of room, so we're going to pull at least 4 and see what we get. I'm going to skip over the epics on this account, mainly because there is no epic that I would be excited for, unfortunately. I hate to say it like that, but on this particular account, I've got more than enough epics. Man, how great would he be on another freaking account, right? All right. Pull one more. What do you guys think? I don't know. I do want to go for the fusion. I feel like 10 is a good spot. I think we save. I think we save, guys. I know that's not what you want to hear. I think we save. What's the Champion Chase tournament looking like? That'll determine things. What the Champion Chase tournament looks like. 4,000 points. I got 1,000. It's not even just for the fusion. I'm also saving for 2 times legendary events. Because those usually also coincide with like a 25 times or something. Yeah, it's hard to save. It really is. But here's the thing. If I pull 10, I mean, on a 12% chance, even at 0 mercy, what would that be? What's the... Yeah, 12 summons without a legendary. So I'd already be getting an additional percentage. So I would definitely pull a legendary out of these 10. You were Oxy just read my mind and said 2 more, keep it at 8. I forgot I'm recording right now too. I gotta I'm gonna pull 4 more. That'll put us at 350. I found a nice round number. It makes me feel happy inside. So that'll build our mercy big. It'll leave me 6 going into the summon rush. I have enough to make up for if 6 isn't enough. Plus, I could get more sacreds between now and then from Clan Boss, especially because my clan is back to killing Ultra Nightmare, which I'm really proud of us. Not every night, but most nights, again, which I'm happy about. So, here we go. 4 more. Let's go gold. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. That's not gold. That's a purple. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 2 more. I mean, at this point, we kind of don't want them because we want to build our Mercy, I guess. Taragi, great champion. Would have loved that on the free-to-play. Oh, my God. Why on this account? 2 snorting thugs on the free-to-play? Really? Sorry. 1 more. So we're 8 towards Mercy. Here's the thing, like, yeah, being a content creator, I hate saying that word because I'm like, I guess that's what I am. I guess there's no other definition for it, but for somebody that makes videos, it's really so much more tempting to bull, you know? How often do I get a sacred from Clan Boss? It's really hit or miss. I'd say maybe 2 a month. I mean, like it could be more than that. It depends on if we're killing both Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, each night, because that's 4 chances, so it ups my chances quite a bit. Pazerlex, man, I think I'm pulling these, dude. I think I am. I really think I am. Yeah, we're at least pulling. We're pulling. Let's pull. Let's live life. Let's have fun, right? I'm gonna say this. If you want me to keep pulling shards, if you're one of the people in my chat right now that's telling me to keep pulling shards, please consider becoming a member because that's more shards than I could potentially get for future videos, okay? All right. We're all right. We're all right. I'm not sweating it. I'm not sweating it. Now I'm sweating it a little bit. I'm a little perturbed now. That's 10. That's 10 shards. That's 10 shards. That's 10 shards. That's 10 shards with no legendary on a 12% chance. Uh. Bro is losing his marbles. They are fun. We're doing all of them. We're doing all of them. Let's make content. Let's make... Get the... I hate this guy. I friggin' hate... Every content creator has the champion that they hate, right? Everybody. Everybody does. This is my guy that I hate. Ally protect on 1 ally. Yeah, block debuffs, whatever. I just... Maybe because I pulled him so many times, I just don't like Broodlord. I really don't like Broodlord. Neither does anybody else. Nekmothar, Nekmo... You guys are gonna hate me. I have so many Calvalaxes. You guys are gonna hate me for not getting excited about that. That's a great pull. That's such a good pull. But you're gonna hate me because I have so many of them. That's my third Calvalax. Hey,
shoot him, Kevin.
Oxy, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I know, dude. I wish I could give you guys my Calvalaxes and my Theodores. How mad are you guys right now? Oh man. We have to pull the other 2 to get our Mercy up, so we're gonna pull them. Maybe, hey, there might be one more in the chamber, right? What do you mean you have them? I know. We might have one more in the chamber, alright, guys? Let's see. Here we go. Let's go! Let's go! Let's get the. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Raid? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Back-to-back legendaries, and you give me Razin? Bro! I'd rather take a friggin' Mercy, man. Ya boy, thank you for signing up for the membership. I appreciate it. Okay, I need to stop recording so I can say thank you guys to everybody for the memberships. There it is.
Shoot him, Kevin.
Shoot him, Kevin. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know what I'm gonna title this. I need to come up with a friggin'. I'm gonna do a thumbnail and try and edit this video too. So expect this video is probably coming out on Sunday. I'm not knocking Razin. I have him. That's the thing. I fused him. You have to for the missions. So at the very least, wait. Oh, he's Lizard Man. I keep kicking Skinwalkers, and at the very least, we now have 10% more HP for my Pytheon. Actually, I think I use a couple Lizard Men, so maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe I'm being a little... Yeah, well, Fushan getting more HP doesn't matter, but Pytheon getting more HP, that's huge. That's actually really good for my account. So, silver lining, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, man. So, yeah, 3 Legos on both accounts. 1 on the free-to-play. Who'd we get? Let's go back to the free-to-play. Who'd we get again? Oh, yeah, Skull Lord. I'm kind of excited about this guy. For Hydra. Because we don't... That's our big problem in Hydra. We don't have a taunt. I really need a support. And we didn't really get one of those either. Like, I would have really liked, like, a Rector Drath. The Lady Mikage fusion, what about it? Oh, on my main account? Oh, bro, you're gonna get mad. Check this out. My Lady Mikage is +1. I pulled... Remember when they did the ×2 for Primal Shards? I pulled Lady Mikage in that Primal Shard. And because you can't... There is no Faction Guardians for Mythicals, so I +1'd her. It's... I mean, I probably could have had 2 copies of Lady Mikage, which is probably pretty good considering her mechanics and everything, and I would have had a lot of ally attacking. But whatever, I just +1'd her. Yeah. That's not even like pay to win. That's not even like whale stuff. That's... I pulled 3 shards and pulled a mythical, and it was... I got super excited, and it was Lady Mikage. Just like all these pulls tonight, where I was like, let's go! And it's my 3rd copy of a champion. So... Well, let's start doing a video title, Raging at Razin. That's definitely a good title. I'm going to have to get a thumbnail worked out tomorrow for that. No, yeah, I don't think Vargul's underrated at all. I think he's I think he's good. I think that he's niche, which is the kicker, right? Like he's good in the similar kind of way that Molly Tankard is good. And hey, I got a legendary book, right? We'll take that. He's good in a similar way to Molly Tankard, where she's a good taunter, and like you can use her in other areas of the game, sure. Um, but I think for the most part, people use her in Hydra for taunting, for provoking the provoke head. Um, so I think that's what I'll use Vargal for on this account because I'm not going to have as many opportunities to get legendaries like I do on the main account. Okay, I'm gonna take down. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There we go. Pro streamer, guys. Pro streamers. All right. Um, it's gonna take me a minute, and I'm probably gonna have to Control Alt Delete to close all these because I don't want all these ones account. I don't want to do anything that could ever like put somebody's account in jeopardy. And I'm gonna keep this screen black so that you guys cannot see as I get this account takeover set up. Um, Ash, if you want to go ahead and just check in with me that you're here in the uh chat, I would appreciate that. That way I know that you are all set for me to communicate with you regarding anything related to your account. Don't link it. What are you talking about, Dread? Are you more comfortable communicating with me strictly in Discord, or do you want to talk to me in the chat on YouTube? Oh, red dots. Immediately started clicking stuff. I gotta remember. Oh, you're not. You guys can't see. Sorry. I got into the account and immediately started clicking on like Guardian Ring and stuff. I can do that though. That'll help you for sure. Wherever you're most comfortable, Jesse. It doesn't matter. You know what? Yeah, yeah. Do it in YouTube chat for me. That way people can see what you're saying, but also because it's easier for me, then I don't have to like tab back and forth between different stuff. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is kind of take a dive and a look into these accounts and see kind of. Man, you don't click nothing, do you, bud? I'm claiming all your rewards. All right. You gotta catch up on your arbiters, dude. I'm getting you this stuff. Wait, you might be saving. Are you saving that stuff? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. You might be saving that stuff. Yeah, there we go. I stopped. I immediately was like, wait, he could be saving that energy, right? That would be the smart thing to do. All right, I'm not. No more red dots. What am I doing? What do you need? What do you need help with? Let's take a look at your account real quick. All right, so we've got Tormund, we've got Rathalos. Let's take a look at the total stats on Rathalos here. Decent build. Crit rate 107, 162%. Yeah, but it's great to save too because you have energy on demand. 166 speed, a little bit slow, and 3,975 attack, a little bit slow. I'm going to say this. If there are any pieces that you have on a champion that you want to use, if it's an attack, if it's a percent main stat, like these bottom three, you almost always want it 16 if you're using that champion. If the champion is not used very often, or maybe only in faction wars, that's okay to have them at 12. But this is a lot of attack that's being left on the table. So, all right, you're struggling with Autowing Spider 15. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is take a look at your roster and see who you have with HP burn. You have Ultimate Gaelic. You have Ignatius. Oh, I'm remembering our conversation now. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your team. Demitha Maneater Unkillable. That's a little bit more in depth. Let's look at your team setup. This one appears to be the one. Why are we opening with Skull Rattle? I'm just curious of your reason. I'm changing this for you. You want... I mean, actually, she has been using that, but at the very least, I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to fix this, too. I don't agree with you that you would open with Skull Rattle. I think you want to open with Turn to Ash. Defense in all battles. Heal and decrease defense on all allies 2 turns. You don't want him. Yeah, I'm already thinking literally what you just said, Riley, is exactly what I was thinking. I think we take out Black Knight and we put in Miscreated Monster. I don't know how well these champions are built. I don't see a reason why Xavier would be in there either. So here's the thing. You don't want to kill the Spiderlings. You only want to stop you only want to do damage. Oh, Royal Guard. There we go. He may kill Spiderlings. Will he kill Spiderlings? Let me look. I don't have Royal Guard. Well, I got him really late. It is attacks all enemies. Okay, so let's go back to the setup here. Okay. So... Because here's the thing. If Ignatius is always killing the spiders with his HP burn every time. You'll see here in a second, Twin. Let's look at Ignatius's build. Why don't we just... Do you use Ignatius anywhere else? It's not a dumb question, Twin. You don't know the, yeah, stage 17. It has to be on auto. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and see if we can get this. Let's just, if we know Ignatius kills the spiders, let's just go for a full, let's just go for a full nuke the boss team. You've got 3 enemy max HP nukers. I'm going to try it here with Cold Heart first. Heartseeker. We're going to come in with Takedown first. No, I don't want to. So what I'm saying is to weaken. Let me look at your builds on Cold Heart and Royal Guard. I don't know why I'm going all the way back, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so Cold Heart, good. Yeah, good choice there. We want that. Artifacts. 1% under her cap, good. 212 crit damage, good. Accuracy, you want that to decrease turn meter, good. I like your build. Solid build. I don't like that. Okay. This is a personal thing, so grain of salt on what I'm about to tell you. I hate accuracy chests. I hate them because the amount of HP or defense you leave on the floor in order to get a debuff to land is too much, in my opinion, for an accuracy chest. You're throwing away 50%. What is it? What's a 6-star? 60? Yeah. 60% of your HP to land a debuff. So for me personally, again, 100% personal preference, I try to find a way to get the accuracy another way. However, you do want the crit damage gear in this case. So give and take, right? But I'm gonna leave it for now. Accuracy banner, I presume. Yes. Okay. Good. I would get this one leveled up. Not right now. I'm not going to spend. I don't know how much silver you have, but clearly better accuracy banner with better substat rolls as well. It looked like. So I would get this banner leveled up. You get additional defense percentage. You'd get a chance at more speed. And honestly, it's very identical to the piece you have. And then when you take it to 16, you're going to have a bunch more accuracy, which then could open up room on that chest. So if we go here and we do a search for HP or defense percent chests with crit damage for sure. Just looking to see if we had anything else that was in the crit damage realm. I'm not gonna do anything on their account. That's why I'm not taking it to 12. But that's my opinion and my recommendation, especially with starting out accounts. That Geomancer. Also, let's do this real quick. Do you guys know about the raid stages tool? Make sure this doesn't have anything. Okay. So this is hellhades.com/raid/stages tool. So we're doing dungeons. We're doing spider. We're doing normal. And we are doing stage 15. All right. So Scavag, who's really the only person that you care about accuracy and resistance. Scavag has 100 resistance. You only need 125 accuracy to penetrate their resistance. Caveat, I understand you may be using Cold Heart in other areas of the game. So, but in this instance, to reduce the turn meter of Scavag, you only need, what did I say, 125, something like that? You don't need 268. So you will later on. I'm not saying to change it. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. Use that tool and know what you need. You know, sometimes I see people that have crazy high numbers for accuracy. You really don't need that much to do some of the earlier dungeons. And then when you get in the hard dungeons, you can't turn meter control a lot of them anymore anyways. So the strategies completely change then, right? Okay. Let's give this team a test run and let's see what it does where it falls short. Stage 15, it's kind of set up. Let's see what happens. Sorry. So let him go ahead and kill the spiderlings. He doesn't kill the spiderlings. Oh, does he have an AoE A1? I mean, this team's gonna succeed just based on, well, she could heal. We didn't land. Oh, we can't stop her healing. Okay, bad affinity. That's a good point. Yeah, strong affinity. Okay. I really want the spiders hitting Molly because Molly will give turn meter and get more rotations out. And Molly brings that revive too. So Royal Guard is back up and running. Big hit there. I mean, this is gonna succeed. It's just gonna take a while. How well is your Septimus built? This is gonna take too long. Yeah, Twin, I apologize. I'm gonna get you an answer to that here in a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking Armiger too, but I didn't know if he has an Armiger. I don't think he does. Not built anyways. Septimus though would do. Hold on. Let's go back to Cold Heart. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. What is your speed on her? 164. Are you telling me Septimus is a she? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what she, by the way, means. Um, but your Septimus could be built a lot better. Um, Definitely built overkill on crit rate. Oh, did I refer to you as a he? I'm sorry, Ash. All right, let me relax a little bit because I need to explain to you guys what I'm trying to do. So, if we went with the HP burn strategy, okay, when a character that's under an HP burn attacks, everyone else kind of, I don't know how it works, if it's everyone else that has an HP burn or what, but they blow up. So when you have all of those spiders under HP burn, every time they attack, they chunk down the main spider's health by a lot. So you have to control the spider and make sure they don't take a turn. That's where Cold Heart comes in. Um, you get the added bonus of Cold Heart also doing enemy max HP damage, which their Cold Heart is built very well. Probably a little slow to get back to that cooldown because it's on a 4-turn cooldown. Now, my Cold Heart is in Reflex gear. Is it Reflex? Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, Reflex gear to refresh the cooldown of her. Because I turn off the. And we're gonna do that, by the way. We're gonna turn off this A2. I brought Miscreated to try and stun the spiders, but also to bring healing and make it so your guys don't die to the spiderlings. Because obviously we don't want that. You do have Kymar. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, let's go rebuild Septimus, and we're gonna do this. Allure is less good for Spider because it's a random attack to decrease turn meter. So she's less good on Spider because she can just hit the Spiderlings on accident. I think the first one will hit, but you want single target if possible. That's where Cold Heart is, and it's a full turn meter depletion on Cold Heart as well. I want to get you into the later stages where your Ignatius won't kill everybody, and then you can use the HP burn strategy. And I'll show you on my main account. Um, let me figure out how to build. You've got a ton. So, okay. Crit damage gloves with some crit rate on them. And then he kind of does want accuracy, but it's not a must, right? To increase debuffs. So, all right, crit damage gloves with crit rate. I want high quality stuff. What do you got for me? These are great gloves. You've got speed. You've got crit rate. Even a little bit of resist on there. I assume he needs accuracy because of the way that read. He has a chance of increasing buffs, but that's not what he's for. We want him to nuke. Can I spend silver on your account, Ash? There's a delay, so that's why. Okay. I'm okay with that. This is a great example. I wish I was recording this. I wish more than anything right now of everything that happened tonight, I wish I recorded that very moment. You had crit rate gloves on your Septimus. I swapped them out for crit damage gloves with 12% crit rate. You had so much crit rate that I switched to crit damage gloves and you're still at 100% crit rate. That is like that a lot of people attack boots. We don't need attack boots. We want speed. That's the thing that trips a lot of people up. So now wait, how much crit rate are on these boots? Okay, so we want a little bit of crit rate and crit damage on speed boots. You don't have any? Maybe equipped? Who can I steal from? Not really anybody. Maybe we find the crit rate elsewhere. Let's chill a little bit. Remember that we don't know what people don't know, right? That's always I always say that, and it's an important thing to remember. These are very common mistakes, and who knows when the last time that they thought Septimus or used Septimus, right? Because Septimus is a little power crept these days. I'm leaning towards these, but I'm losing a lot of crit rate to do it. So you have a lot of great crit rate rolls here. So I don't think we can go with crit damage because we don't have both crit rate and crit damage on boots except for Black Knight, but that's not enough crit rate for me to steal his boots. So let's just focus on crit rate speed boots with crit rate. This would give me more, which would give me room. So that's potential. We want high quality stuff too. 5 and 6 star stuff. I'll go blue because you don't have as much gear. So that would lose us 2 crit rate there. 2 crit rate there. I think it's Horden, and then I can lose some crit rate elsewhere. And that saves us a lot on rerolls as well, or upgrades as well. And a little bit of accuracy too. Never hurt anybody. Just going to equip this one rather than upgrade this one all the way up. It's the same amount of crit damage. The chest is attack percent. Do we really care? I mean, I guess we want this to kill something. It is a good ring. I saw it too. All right, I'll leave the... I mean, I also like the ignoring of the defense. It's only a little bit, but I do like that. Okay, so let's do a search now. So we have 5 crit rate to get rid of, right? We may end up leaving it, but let's take a look at the top 3 pieces. And we want to look at what has crit rate and crit damage with speed, right? These are like ideal pieces, right? And then we're going to look at high quality pieces. We're still pretty slow. We're slower than I'd like to be. All right. So we have we have like 16% crit rate is what we're kind of looking for. Let's go to 12 here. Oh, it's going to be too much. This is a really good piece. Even if you don't use it for Septimus, this is going to be a great piece. So we're going to see what it rolls. There we go. So we lose 6 crit rate. We're going to take this to 16, and this we may use this piece. What are we losing? Because I know we have a lot. Ooh, 20%. Okay, so we're at the same. We do lose some attack percentage, but I really am just trying to go for boss damage here. Okay. These are perfect pieces, right? So, man, I hate to say it. We're getting more crit rate than I want. I lose 13 and I gain 4 here with this helmet. I'm going to equip this helmet. There's no reason to take this to 16, so I'm not going to. And be conservative with your gear here. Let's take a look at blue items now. See if there's a shield. Here we go. Again, great crit rate rolls, but it does bring some crit damage. Okay, we can do this. This makes sense. This is actually an upgrade, right? We're getting some speed. We're getting some HP. What I like about it is that we're losing 1 crit rate for 4 crit damage. I like that. I know I can use fitting room. I'm being lazy. No, you're good. I'm looking for specific. I'm looking for speed and specific substats here. Okay. All right. So we have 8% crit rate to play with. I'm trying to gain crit damage is really what I'm looking to do here. That's actually not bad. There's definitely value. Not on this character, but there's value on those rolls right there. So I would lose crit rate and crit damage. I think you got the best possible weapon. Let's take off the speed requirement. All right, so now a couple more pieces come into play. 4 crit rate for 3 crit damage. Okay, let's do this. Why don't we filter by what has the highest crit damage out of these pieces? We take off set filters. So that's too much crit rate lost. There we go. We've solved it. So this piece loses 4 crit rate and gain crit damage. This piece loses 4 crit rate and gain crit damage. Sorry that I kind of double spent some I could have used the fitting room to be a little more efficient with your silver there. 100% crit rate, 238% crit damage. We're pretty slow at 170, but your whole team is slow. I'm not worried about it. I know I can use fitting room. Leave me alone. All right, now let's build the team. Do we just want to drop Ignatius altogether? You need a support champion. No Artak. They didn't play during Artak. Yeah. We're at too low of a difficulty for Burns to work right now is the problem. All right. So we're gonna lose Rogard for Septimus here. And then we're gonna turn off some stuff. I'm actually gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna keep Septimus so I can show you guys the mechanics of this kit. Why am I leaving Black Knight? Support, I guess? I know why I want Molly. Oh, I put Black Knight in. I meant to put Septimus. That's why. True. We need decreased defense. I always forget. For whatever reason, I think Tyrell has. He hits hard with that A3, and I always think it's HP percent based, but it's not. He's not booked. How's your Tyrell look? Where'd Tyrell go? There he is. And this hits hard. I forgot that I'm bringing Kymar too. We need... Okay. I know he's defense in all battles, and I want Tyrell here. And I want Kymar. But I don't know if I can make it work with Kymar. Yeah, so I understand the burner option. I want to do the burner option. We're killing the spiderlings. So the burner option isn't applicable right now. So I'm just simply trying to destroy as much. I'm trying to just kill the boss and get us past this level. Does this do turn meter? It does. I knew it. Okay, Tyrell for sure. And now I definitely want Kymar. Kymar he'll put the spiderlings to sleep, right? So then I don't need Molly. Yeah, burn is going to be good in later stages. We're only on stage 15 here. So I think we're going to go... I'm going to take out Molly. I'm going to go Kymar. How fast is Kymar? 199? Okay. Which one's his reset? I don't have Kymar. So we want this first. And then we want this second. And Tyrell needs to do his decreased defense first. This is off. She is going to wake some of them up, but she won't wake all of them up. And Septimus is all single target, right? Okay. Why what, Pazerlex? Let's just see. Let's play around. This is part of the game, right? I didn't take out Miscreated. You're asking why I turned off his A2? I don't want to wake up the sleeping spiders. Stag Knight's not leveled and built. Ah, bad affinity. Wait, I turned that off. Oh, that was... Did you see that? Did you see what Septimus just did? You're welcome. You're welcome. 20 seconds? 20 seconds, bro? I just woke up my wife. How far you want me to get you now? You want to get to stage 20, bud? You want to get to stage 20, bud? Bro, give me Kymar. Give me Kymar. You're right. I don't need Miscreated anymore. This is so much stronger. Anybody else want to become a member and get a account takeover? I'm all ears. Uh-oh, I just woke everybody up. That's a problem. Is it affinity? Is that why we're gonna fail this one? Because we could just use Royal Guard here. I did too. Let's redo this one. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Are we at the point now where we need to use the fire strategy or not? Well, no, if I do anything, I'll take Miscreated out for Molly. But I want to see how far we can. I want to see if we can get stage 20 because I just don't know. I legitimately don't know the answer to this question. How far we can get with just this type of comp, where we don't use the HP burn mechanics. Its affinity though is the problem. Septimus is going to hit. Yeah, see, weak hit. So Molly probably dies here, but she gains a ton of turn meter. And she's going to give turn meter to everyone else. Is Coldheart going to get her extra hit here? Or her next? Is she going to do a nuke? No. But see all the turn meter she's giving us? Wait, is she ascended? Ah, that was so close. Did Coldheart gain enough turn meter? No, she's still too slow. If I manual this, we could get through it. That's not the problem. Alright, why don't we do fire strategy now, since I got you what you needed. We can just do the fire strategy now. So, I'm going to keep this team for you, okay? Or, yeah, let's swap out Royal Guard then. He is built. I think he's weaker than the Septimus we just built, but let's see how Royal Guard does. Because we're so close. We just need... I mean, we're getting 2 enemy max HP hits off before Spider takes a turn, right? So... the problem is he wakes up the spiders. Shouldn't Molly be giving turn meter? What am I missing? She's not booked. That's once per turn. Okay. Are the spiders not a different turn? They count in the turn meter. Every time a spider hits her, that should be turn meter gain. Should it not? Or you mean once per her? Like she can do it once per her rotation? Because it has a 1-turn cooldown when booked. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So then Molly, not Molly. Well, why don't we just all in? Right? He has to not get a weak hit, but... Oh, he might die. I mean, Coldheart finishes this, right? I mean, Tyrell finishes this, right? Alright, I know what we need to fix it. Oh, maybe not. No, we are right there. Like, there's one... Alright, so I have a change that we're going to make here. The problem is Coldheart is AoE on his enemy max HP, but this is the change we're going to make. So, we're going to open with this. And then don't use it. And then this is first priority. So Kymar reset, and then he did this AoE again. We don't want him to do that. We want him to preemptive strike to reduce the turn meter again. So it's a team that's doomed to die, but this is going to get us what we want, and then we just need Septimus to not weak hit. But let's just see. So he's going to open and put decreased defense on. I really only want it on the boss, right? Wait. What was that ability that just went off? There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to re-gear Royal Guard, but I'm not worried about it at the moment. So now we're at stage 20. So now, especially because some people didn't understand why we wouldn't want to kill the spiders, it's time for the HP burn. I noticed we won. Yeah, it's burn time. All right, Ignatius for sure. Now the biggest problem that we're gonna have is Ignatius is not booked. We still want Coldheart. And I think we still want Tyrell too. Because Tyrell brings turn meter control. Without any other single target turn meter control, we do not want the spider to take a turn. Coldheart and Tyrell have to do that. Speeds are really going to matter here. And I don't have a lot of time to keep dicking with speeds. I'm thinking MM. He has a great HP burner in Galek, Ultimate Galek. But we don't have a Mordecai. We don't have an Artak. AoE freeze, I'm thinking Tormund. But I don't know how well booked out Tormund is. Again, this isn't my account. For those of you just joining us, I am working on someone else's account. I know nothing about this account. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it work. Why Rathalos? I don't understand what Rathalos is going to do here. We don't want to kill the spiders. I want to crowd control the spiders. I'm thinking miscreated for the stun. We would turn that on here. So... what is his aura? Okay, defense in all battles by 25%. It's the same. Okay. I wonder if Tormund is a more consistent... Alright. So we'll try Tormund then. Let's get this figured out. So first things first, we want that to go out. I don't think... It doesn't matter about the provoke, but I kind of don't... It doesn't matter. Cold Heart, always use your Heart Seeker. I don't want to use Art of Pain. Tayrell, always use... Alright, so you need to open Tayrell. You need to open with that. And Preemptive Strike be second. Because I do still want to get damage from Cold Heart. Right? It'll make a little bit of difference. Seal of Magic. So we want to open with this one still. Because he is too fast. We need everyone to go before he can use his Seal of Magic. And then Tormund. Okay. Oh, and we're going to get more cooldown reduction too. What is the one that freezes them? Does he not have an AoE freeze? Am I missing it? 60% chance of placing provoke on enemies not under freeze. Sorry. Let me slow down. I'm getting too amped up. Attacks all enemies. Places a block buffs. 100% heal reduction for 2 turns on enemies under freeze. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Hello, Taylor. Kaimar's a problem here. Because Kaimar is going to go before Ignatius, which is a problem. Okay, so we open here. And then first choice this. And then that would give us sleep, which would give us more control of the spiders. Let's try this out. It's kind of jank, but I'm gonna turn this off. We don't need any more AoE than we already have, right? Like we already have more AoE than I kind of want. Let's try this out and see what happens. Remember, Ignatius is not booked. We're not going to get all HP burns on this. That's a good amount of burns. Good freezes. I need to open with that and then turn it off. All right, I've got it solved. We're probably gonna lose this, but we'll see. I'm going to use an energy pot. Apologies in advance, but I'm having fun doing this. So, we need to... I'm going a little crazy here. This... We're going all in on the strat, and we're going all in on it happening the first time. Now, Tormund is going to get these guys real low, which kind of sucks. We might want to weaken him a little bit, but for right now, we're fine. In fact, I might even want to not do decreased defense, because we really don't care. Yeah. He does have a check. I saw, but... Okay. We're kind of there. So, I want to explain the concept of this. In order to do so, I'm going to go over to my main account. So, I've kind of got you started for the HP burn concept. I'm going to go to my main account real quick, and I'm going to show you, if it's still built, how it's supposed to work. But you're at stage 20 and you have the tools to do it. I would build your HAC and use them to, because they can freeze the whole enemy team without damaging them like Tormund's doing. You don't want to kill the spiders. I'll show you. I think my team is still built. Let me turn on my display again. I haven't done it in a while, so it may not be tuned properly. But here on stage 20, nope. Let's, oh yeah, I deleted the team. No, I didn't. Here they are. Okay. How is this? Yeah, it's built. Okay. So this team revolves around Ultimate Death Knight being my spider tank. So instead of what you're going to do for your team is freeze them, they still tick their fire when they're frozen or stunned or slept, yada, yada, yada. For my composition, I'm not freezing. I just have a really good tank for the spiders that will ultimately die, but not before it happens. So this is to show you mechanically why you want, because it was twin, right? You were asking me, twin, why the don't kill the spiders. So this is going to show you why. So spiders come down. Newt speeds it up and does turn meter control. That's all he's here for. Don't think you need to have a Newt for this, okay? Look at the spider's health. Every time the little guys take a turn, did you see how much that ticks down? Right? Every time the spiders take a turn. I should actually turn off that ability, but it extends the HP burn. So this is probably going to fail because these are all going to die, and I don't want them to die. And we're lacking a little bit on turn meter control here, too. Oh, she got the cooldown reset. It wasn't enough. Well, then Newt things. right? So if we take Newt out of the equation, you saw the concepts. Tila did 7 million damage off of her HP burns. Churn, 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 right? In the case of your account, replace Newt with so you have your HP burner. For me, it's Tila. For you, it would be anybody else, right? Instead of Ultimate Death Knight as a tank, you're using a freeze champion. Achak is a good one. Tormund is a good one. He just hits too hard. He's killing the spiders. Your replacement for Newt would be Tyrell, because Tyrell can put he can decrease turn meter, just like Newt. Armiger is another option you can bring in instead. Not Allure, because it is random targets. Python is there for support. Honestly, I don't need Python in this build. I built this a long time ago when my Ultimate Death Knight couldn't survive. So Python's there to revive my UDK, but I don't really need that anymore. Yeah, Tormund's better after 20. But that's the concept. Twin, are you still here? I really wanted you to see that. I'm gonna feel bad if you were hanging out and then you had to leave right when I showed you how the comp works. I'm scrolling up to see if they said bye. Why don't I see any messages from Twin? Pull your shards. Let me go back to your account. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Do you really want my luck tonight? I don't know, man. Can I show you guys my... I'm going to show you guys my Spider Hard team real quick before I go pull shards. I'm so proud of this team. It's only on hard 3. Like, it's not... what's the highest difficulty? What affinity? I could probably do stage 9. I have to tune it better. Or no, it's on stage 6. So void affinity. Yeah, so I'd have to get to stage 10. So this is my stage 6 team. I'm so proud of this team, y'all. Like, obviously it's wait, no, that's not the team. This is the team. I do use BlueStacks, but no, I don't use BlueStacks. Sorry, I don't. Uh, I just use RSL Helper. Open with the A1. Okay. Get the decreased defense down. Kill all the spiderlings with my biggest AoE hitter, right? Spider gets a turn. This is where the fun begins. Apply a weaken. We have decreased defense on the boss already. Hex gets applied. A little bit of extra single target damage. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. I love it, guys. And then we just finish it off. I'm thinking about rebuilding Newt and taking him out of... Why don't we try... I don't want to waste gems. like for blessings, right? So what blessings give me? Well, it doesn't matter, right? We're gonna gain all the bonuses in the next reset, right? So this doesn't matter. Also, the first hit isn't the one that gets improved. Um, Soul Reap, yeah, we don't get the crit damage. We need more crit damage on Newt is what we need. No. Crit damage. Crit damage. Crit damage. Apparently saying it doesn't help. Crushing Rend won't go hard because it's the first attack per round. And he opens with his A1. And this game. I don't think I have any other... Yeah. I mean, it could also just be better crit damage Dwarven next that I haven't rolled yet, right? This one has accuracy on it, actually. Actually, I like that. Hey, what's up, Boarhead? How you doing? I like that extra accuracy. Okay, so let's just straight ascend it then and see if we get crit damage that way. Yeah, I don't have enough to rework. I mean, this is still better, though. Because more accuracy, which will be better for Fire Knight Hard, so I'll equip this. That's so nice. This is why I want a second Newt, because I want to build one that's just a hitter. Like, get rid of the accuracy, like, just a pure HP percent nuker, put him in lethal, put him in savage, like, hard-hitting dude. But let me reiterate what I was saying about the blessing if we did Crushing Rend. Each round, so the first hit each round will ignore a percentage of the target's defense. Will ignore 1% defense for every 50 levels. Because it's the first hit, I won't get the effect from it. Because he opens with his A1, he has to. A big part of why he did so much damage there is the Hex. So that's a big flaw there. If he's 5-star blessing, then yes, Crushing Rend. Here's the kicker. I don't know if you guys saw, they're changing blessings. So this the crit damage isn't until 4 stars anyways for any of these abilities. So it's a moot point. It doesn't matter. Brimstone is still the correct choice for him for now. But until he's 4-star, we don't get the extra crit damage anyways. I can't think of anything. You know what? This weapon is very easily replaceable. But I gotta make sure I keep my speed. Oh, did I screw up my speed tune with that? Did I lose speed? I gotta be careful. No, I didn't. Okay. So, I can't ruin my speed tune. for that team. I really don't want to, but I want more crit damage. So crit damage. That's a lot of accuracy I lose. Yeah, I don't want to fool around with this guy too much. If I mess around with his build too much, I could cause real damage to my account. It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything else. Ash, I know you said you wanted some help with an unkillable team as well, but I don't know if I've got enough left in me right now. I'm a little tired. Um. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go pull your shards. Let's go do that. That's the more important part. Well, we'll take a look because the problem unkillable teams are way harder to build. That's the part of the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna get a verbal confirmation on a delay here that I have your permission to pull your two sacreds. All right. My pulls they didn't go great, Boarhead. Nah, I had a good pull. I pulled a legendary on my free to play, and then I pulled uh two duplicates on I think it was two duplicates on the main account. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny, Ash, right? Please don't quit the clan. All right, pulling shards. Here we go. Streamer luck. Let's go. Hey, that's a really good. You need a support. You need a support. This is a great support for you. Um, because I didn't see any healers on your account. So props, congrats on that. Next one, here we go. Womp womp. Ratings aren't bad, but I feel like this guy's doo-doo. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think he might smack, but I don't know enough about him. I feed him every time I get him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Boarhead. I gotta upload those. That's the problem right now. I haven't uploaded them yet. Um, I haven't even edited them yet either. Um, yeah, Congrats. Congrats on the first one. Anybody else want me to pull their shards? Anybody else want me? So there was somebody else. I have a legitimate question for you all, and it's completely okay if the answer is no. Would you guys watch me play other games, or is Raid like all you're here for? Totally fine if the answer's no. Oh, wait. Okay. We're gonna do another takeover. Hang on, let me think. Because I do have to get up tomorrow morning. Compton, I hope that's okay me saying that. Are you in chat right now? Can you let me know who you are? Because obviously your names are on Discord is different from your name on YouTube. When I took my headphones off, really, really exposing my balding. I'm down. Oh, your boy Comp. Duh, makes sense. Cool. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to close this. Message me on Discord your information, please. I'm definitely gonna do it because you became a member, and I would feel terrible if it's like, yeah, I'll do an account takeover if you become a member, and then you sign up, and I'm like, gotcha. I don't want to do something like that. So, Jezzy, I have taken yours off my. Oh, I gotta switch. Aha, there we go. All right, I removed your account, Jezzy. Uh, you can feel free to go back and change everything there for you. To answer the questions, everyone asking what else I play Overwatch. I think I'm okay. I'm about a platinum rank uh Overwatch player. I don't think I'm beyond that. I'm not diamond like my esteemed colleague who I won't mention. And then what I wanted to play when I asked that question was Heroes of the Storm, which is a really old school game. Um, no worries, Jesse. Yeah, you have an awesome account, Ash. I keep calling you Jesse and Ash, I'm sorry, but I despite all the champions that I have, I'm super jealous of your Kymar. Okay. Comp, I'm about to log into your account. Can I get a okay before I do that? Okay. Did that get caught on the microphone at all? I just cracked my knuckles loud as hell. All right. Don't click the red dots. You did mention your little light on silver. What is it that you're looking for? Well, first let's take a look at the account. Okay. Okay, so you won the game. I don't know what more I can do for you. You only happen to have the best PvP champion and the best Hydra champion in the entire game. So what more can I do for you? All jokes aside, you have a stacked account. Ice Golem 13. Yeah, this team is going to struggle with Ice Golem. Um or this account is going to struggle with Ice Golem. What day are you on? Get the I don't want to do your takeover on principle right now, you little. No, I'm just kidding. All jokes. I'm just joking around. Okay. Jokes aside, I'm gonna point out a very well. Yeah, I'm gonna point this out, and it's a big issue that you need to feed this war maiden. Um, Dythy Ugo on date. Yeah, dude, Dythy Ugo, Ner- you have a clan boss team. You have Nergigante Archer. You have Ugo. That normal clan boss is a win. Plus, oh, and you have yeah. Like okay, I could. All right. Okay, she is food. Cool. Okay, just wanted to make sure. And an allure, guys. Did you not see it? Didn't you have two allures? Because that's gonna be nuts. Okay, just one. And Venomage too. Look, here's the thing. He the problem that they're gonna have with Ice Golem is triggering. Let's see what your team does. Let's see what your team does with Ice Golem right now. I'm just checking all your dungeons. Once you have 5 6 stars, your Dragon Slayer is solved. Um, what's your Dragon Slayer team right now? All your top champs. Yeah, that's what I would expect to see. Um, I feel like you could be doing better. It might be a gear issue. Account is young. You're probably, you're gonna get there. Fire Knight, you have solved. Once Allure is leveled up, you'll get there. So the difficult thing about Ice Golem, so it's not stage 13 that's the problem. Is it stage 14 that's the problem? So I'm gonna do this for you right now because you need her. '13 consistently. Okay. You don't really need Outlaw Monk in the vault. I'll let you know that right now. If you need a poisoner, it ain't Outlaw Monk. You have Frozen Banshee. So I would feed him, or level him up to 4-star and then feed him. So, okay. There's a couple different ways to do Ice Golem. Now, again, on my account, it's one of those things where I'm spoiled because I have Geomancer. We don't have Geomancer in this scenario, right? Poisons is the other way, where... So, what's probably happening with your Ice Golem... We're going to run your team here. You're a little low on energy, so I'm not going to do it too many times. This is going to be a short one, and you told me ahead of time, like, you know, hey, I don't have silver and stuff. But I do kind of want to, like, give you some advice and guidance, right? And I got to look at the build on these guys as well. So if you notice, when they come in here, they always kill the minions, right? The minions increase his damage. So one thing you could do is bring in your Armiger and hope you get lucky. It is hope you get lucky. I'm going to slow it down. With Armiger preventing these guys from being revived with his A2. I see why you're bringing a lure, but he's going to get turns so quickly because you do too much damage. You should see Kraken accounts after 60 days? No, I hear you. See, he's going to do this. So, you remember when we were talking about Iron Twins? And they get a counterattack after certain thresholds. So not a counterattack. It's not a counterattack, but it's an attack that he will get on you after a certain threshold. This is kind of what makes Ice Golem difficult. If you do too much damage to him, he's going to hit you hard. So you kind of have to find a balance where you take less damage. Now, I took out Doom Priest for you. Doom Priest in Relentless Gear will take off those freezes for you. It doesn't even have to be Relentless Gear. You just want Doom Priest really fast. Relentless means that you'll get more healing out of her. But the concept is basically she's your cleanser. You don't have a cleanser on your team, so you don't have any way of stopping the freezing. So your best bet right now is Doom Priest. So I would build her to be your anti-freeze champion on your account. You do need decreased defense and decreased attack. I would recommend that it doesn't appear that you use this is your team right here. Okay, so I'm going to click this because I assume this is the team that you use for Ice Golem because it's all the same characters. I would say, though, for round 2, yeah, you already kind of have the idea. I would actually not use... Actually, yeah, use this one. That one's fine. I wouldn't use Stagnites. You want decreased attack on Ice Golem as well to prevent the damage that he puts out. He hits really hard, and what'll happen if I took Newt into Ice Golem and just did Ice Golem, and Newt did 75% of his health, he's gonna hit me 3 times in a row because he would have procced the threshold for 75%, 50%, and 25%. So you need to kill him slowly. Or prevent his minions from coming back to life. Poisons is a good option for this. Now, so is Geomancer, because just like I did with Iron Twins, you can just build a tanky team, and then Geomancer or reflects back all of Ice Golem's damage. You have enough. Okay. I ranted a lot, and a lot of people commented. So let me. Good night, Ash. Okay, so fair question. I'm gonna answer that one for you too. You have enough food for 60. Would you do stag, allure, or archer? Let's look at the whole roster and look at the whole scope. You are level 50. Good. Good progression on Doom Tower. You're stuck on a wave. Where we at in Clan Boss? Hard. I'm confused. Oh, you're a different time zone, right? And you use two keys. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Yeah. You do have two Legos, and I suspect they're probably not. I'm so sorry, man. Those are the word. Like, none of the books went really kind of where you want them to. But it looks like you have Sun Wukong booked out, so that's really good. Do you not have an amulet for him? You don't. Okay. Interesting. Attack on the boots. How fast is he? Nice build. Well, not okay. I love that you have 190 speed with attack percent boots. That's we talked about this with earlier tonight, where one of my um, clan members, I told them speed boots only. The one thing I'm gonna say is you need to get more crit rate. Um, yeah, I like that you built him for speed just under Deacon without speed boots, but like it's an advanced strat, not advanced, but because I don't know, I don't want to like insult players that are new, but it is it takes a lot of work and a lot of gear to be able to get attack percent boots and still hit 190/200 speed range, right? Um, so I like that for you. The problem was he wasn't crit capped. So if you're not crit capped, it's all for nothing at that point. Um, Obviously, none of these are leveled. You have him in 5-star, and you don't have you have. All right, so I would level these up. No, I mean it's at 95%. He's got masteries, right? Yeah. So with my rebuild there, which it was in the other thing. So you need 20% more crit rate. And of course crit damage. Um you had two pieces that would get you closer. I would use those two pieces. I'd keep the attack boots cuz he's going to hit hard. I mean, you have a high attack. You have almost 5k attack. Um and at 190 speed, and you can crit rate cap with a little bit of tweaking. If you did 10% more and then got 6-star gauntlets that were crit rate on him, that would do it. Quad roll crit damage, son. On 6-star speed boots? Full masteries. Rathalos is built. You really don't need too much of a takeover, if I'm being honest. Okay, let me answer your question because definitely an epic next. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place and I need to focus up. I'm getting tired, and when I get tired, I get distracted easily. Number one, Nergigante Archer can wait until later because that's Hydra. Yes, you can do Hydra now. Yes, she will be very good for you. She also needs books, and she also needs support. Also, Clan Boss needs to be your focus. I was telling you a mistake that I feel like you're making on this account, and I'm gonna reiterate that now. Too many 5-stars. It sounds crazy, right? One champion at a time. So let's pause for a second and take a look. So we have Stagnite, we have Venomage, we have Haikatoon, and we have Neldor, right? And Elhain, okay? That's 5 5-stars. If those were food instead that you leveled, you wouldn't be leveling one 6-star right now, you'd be leveling 2. So one champion at a time is my recommendation moving forward. This is what I recommend to everybody. Now, if we're talking about who you want to do next, I'm going to say I'm thinking. So give me a time here a little bit. I'm thinking Venomage. Here's why Venomage and not Stagnite. You have Deacon. Stagnite's amazing. He absolutely is amazing. And to be fair, you don't have a decrease attack champion that I can see. But if you did Venomage, Venomage brings decrease attack with a decreased defense, of course. But you would get the decreased attack you need to reduce the damage of both the clan boss and Ice Golem, right? Instead of Stagnite. And then you get the decreased defense and turn meter from Deacon. Armiger's in the conversation too, because Armiger can on his A2 he can block revive for those guys, but the problem is you're going to want to auto it he doesn't always land it at the right time to kill those guys and make them not come back. And then as you get into the higher levels, he's just not strong enough to kill them anymore. And a lot of the times they'll be alive for the entire fight, and then it raises the question: well, why did I bring Armiger in the first place? Because I could just bring somebody better. Um, so here's the thing. So your counter argument is a valid, like, what I'm asking you to do is illogical, but it's the better approach. So I understand your thought process. I want to progress in this area. I need a champion to progress in that area. You need to understand this is an extremely long game, and you're going to be able to get that champion to that level faster later on. On my account, um, I could go probably 6-star any of the legendaries I pulled tonight, like that, because you just build up resources and everything, right? It's better to have 6 stars than 5 stars. So does the 5-star Neldor get you a little bit more progress on Fire Knight? Absolutely, but in, we could also be having a discussion right now about a 6-star Allure and a 6-star Venom Mage. Does that make sense? And Allure would get you further than what Neldor can do on normal Fire Knight. So, and it's not an excuse. I'm sorry if I said that word. I meant like your reasoning. It's a valid thought process. Oh, I need help in this dungeon. I need help in Doom Tower. I need help in the new content, City of Cintranos, right? I need help on Clan Boss, Hydra. All these things, it's so, like, I fell into that trap when I first started playing. And your account is so good and your characters are built so well that I almost feel bad. I feel like I'm talking down to you, and I don't mean to be. Like, you know what you're doing. I would just give you this one small piece of advice to do one champion at a time, because you've got a lot of ascension on multiple champions. You've got a lot that's going to be gear that's being spread out. You don't have that much gear, right? So it's not meant to be like me talking down or saying that you made a mistake. I'm simply trying to say, like, it's in my opinion, a better approach to do one 6-star at a time. Um, because you're going to gain more progress in the game overall. So Venom Mage would be my next one, because Venom Mage, to backtrack to the original question, decrease attack, decrease defense, poison activation, which pairs well with your Kale. That's going to help you progress in Clan Boss. He also brings damage reduction. Again, we're talking about Ice Golem. You don't want to take damage from Ice Golem. If you land your heal reduction on Ice Golem and he does his slam, it's going to hit for 15% less damage, give or take whatever crazy math needs to be applied, right? Um, and you also have a blessing on Venom Mage as well, which is really good. So I think Venom Mage would be my answer to that question. And I would focus on a single champion at a time. Now you're ready to do Venom Mage right now, right? So we assume Venom Mage is up. That is a full 60 team for Clan Boss, very similar to the team that I'm running right this second, and very strong team in my opinion. So hopefully you get further progress in Clan Boss, and as you do that, you're going to progress in Dragon. Farm Dragon and go do the other areas when you have the champions for it. Because you're going to need a support to get the higher stages of Ice Golem. You're going to need a way to live. And right now I don't see any shields, ally protect. Doom Priest will give you a cleanse. So there's that. The great thing about Doom Priest, she needs to be built tanky, but I mean, she could be a 50, honestly. If all you're doing is using her for cleansing until you get like a higher legendary style cleanse. Okay, let me slow down. I went on a rant there. Should I be okay to steal gear from stuff like Allure and such and just make that main team the best? I don't think you're gonna need to steal gear from Allure to make your main team better. A lot of like you already heard how I feel about accuracy chests, but I will say this much. And in fact, your Allure is probably very squishy. Yeah, under 20k health. What's your Kale at? Yeah, see, even like your Kale is tougher than her. Your unbuilt War Maiden isn't that far behind her. You know what I'm saying? Um, Granted, her gear's not fully geared up. So whenever you're dealing, in my opinion, whenever you're dealing with you mean sorry, let me in terms of Venom Age, um, if you need to pull from your Allure, I would. But here's one thing I'm gonna tell you that I would recommend doing. I don't recommend doing this, leaving these gauntlets at +8. If you're gonna use crit rate gauntlets that have accuracy on them or an Allure, put them to 16 and put the rest of this gear like okay, right out the gate, this is a great piece. This is a good piece. This is a great piece. All three of these pieces are on the wrong champion. Um if if it were me, I would put 65% crit rate gloves on Allure, get a little bit of crit rate from the rest of the kit, and then everything else on her is speed, accuracy, HP, defense. You don't need so right now all you have so much crit rate on your other pieces of gear. The first piece of gear you put on an Allure is gloves with max crit rate that you can get. And then you fill out everywhere else. Uh mm, I've been giving you all these compliments and I'm seeing flat stats. Uh-oh. 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 All right. Comp. Every piece of gear that's on the screen right now, we're going to go equipped too. Every piece of gear that's on the screen right now is trash. You need to get rid of all of this. They will go up. You were farming silver this morning. You were upgrading gear before. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm not going to click this button. All right. You got 2 million. I almost clicked it. Okay. You've got 2 million silver on your account. Nah. I'm not going to do that. But you've got 2 million silver sitting on your account right now that's ready to go. I highly recommend selling all that gear and then using that to upgrade. Now, I will say this, if silver's a problem, you can take these gloves to 12, okay? And be fine. But my point is that you're using 3 6-star pieces of gear on a champion that the only thing you give a damn about on her is that she has 100% crit rate and a lot of accuracy. That's it. So, and speed, of course, too. If I don't want to sell you short there, but there's probably really good pieces. Like, let's just do a quick substat check. So we want crit rate, speed. We don't care about crit damage, accuracy, and let's just say HP percent. Okay, so that's a perfect piece doesn't exist on your account. Let's take off the HP percent. Accuracy, a little bit of crit rate, speed, right? So we start at 65%. We have 15 in the bank, or we'll say 50% because of the gloves you have. We've got 15 in the bank, so 65% total. You only need 35%. Yeah, 35% more crit rate from the rest of the kit. So, I mean, if you let's just look at what crit rate gear we got. I don't know. I could go on and on. I don't want to belabor the point too much, but yeah, if you can find that crit rate elsewhere with some speed and some HP, that's great for a lure. And then a piece like this, which has a lot of crit rate, but has like maybe some better stats for another champion that might need it more. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that you swap these, but maybe only one of these pieces that gets you what you need, and then you can get the rest because there's 5% from masteries as well, which you don't have yet. So we need 25 or we need 30% more crit rate, and we can find that across a couple pieces. So, yeah, it really just becomes optimizing and kind of tinkering around with different pieces to make it work. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can go in the fitting room and find some crit rate gloves, even if they're equipped. And then I'm going to do priority stats. I'm going to say my highest possible crit rate gloves without any set filters. Okay. So if we try these gloves on, you're 26% over cap right now. Okay. So we tried those on. So now I'm clearing all this stuff, right? And let's just look at the top 3. And we want to have, we'll turn filters back on. So we want speed, a little bit of crit rate, and accuracy. So see right here, obviously you're not going to use this. I'm not telling you to take this piece off, right? But I'm saying that you can use pieces like this right? And bring that crit rate down while increasing the overall stats of the champion. In fact, like now, let's say we don't even do crit rate. Let's just say we do speed, accuracy, HP percent. You know what? This weapon's even better. Let's do this one. Right? Now we're trying to get more stats out of this. What if we did defense percent? Oh, a better helmet, right? We could try that on. Now, obviously, in this case, I go down too far, but you don't have your 5% masteries, so now we're good. If you get that 5% mastery, you're back at 100% crit rate, but you lost a ton of HP. That's because these aren't leveled, right? If this piece was leveled, you'd have a lot more base HP potentially to deal with. Yeah, because you're losing 4,000 when it's not leveled. Just as an example. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm a little tired, so I'm kind of rambling a bit here, but the main takeaway that I want you to have is like a lure should have these gloves completely leveled up. That's the important part. That's the important part because let me go over to my free to play real quick. You're welcome to, I'm gonna call that and you're welcome to go back on your account and if I'm gonna I'll do another one for you definitely in the future because I feel like that one was a little short. Maybe we'll talk PvP, you know? But you're doing a good job. overall, aside from all the flat stat stuff, you're doing a great job. I really, really like your account. You have great champions. Um, I didn't look to see how well you're doing in arena, but once you can do Harima, you're gonna be set. Once you have that Harima built, she's gonna open up a ton of stuff for you. So this is my allure, and I just built her up. Um, yeah, so crit rate 60%, and then you'll see. So obviously better gear, grain of salt, all that stuff. But I can, when you think of it, that when you're sacrificing those stats, you're able to get more um, stats elsewhere. So you're moving stats around the character. So I have her with a lot more HP and a lot more defense. It seems low, but that's because her base defense is so low. So she has more defense and HP, 100% crit rate, 179 speed because we're only doing basic dungeons, and then enough accuracy to be effective. Again, we're in a defense percent chest, crit rate gloves, speed for the boots, not attack, and then accuracy for the banner. Obviously, grain of salt, you may not be able to have access to these higher level banners and rings and amulets and all that yet, but that will come with time. And then I do survivability on every other part of her kit. I want her to live. I want her to survive. Um, and you'll see like my son Wukong. I think you have more attack percent. You were near 5K, right? So I'm at 4,500 on my son Wukong, but I have 230% crit damage because I was able to make crit damage gloves work. This is where those pieces that you had that had really high crit rate can come in handy. I'm not saying you need to do this on your son Wukong, but if you have a champion that you want to have more crit damage, those high pieces with high crit rate, 20%. You had one with 19%. Here we have 13 and 11%, 10%. Like literally every piece, 19%. Every piece in his kit has crit rate so that I can make these gloves work and get 65% extra crit damage. Um, Gloves is usually the first thing I build on a champion. If I'm building someone from scratch, that's the first thing that I would put on them. Like if that or a chest. It depends on what I'm trying to do, right? So I hope that helps. Um, Boarhead, I don't know if you're still here, but that's who I pulled on the free to play. Little spoiler for you. Sorry, but I got Skull Lord Vargal. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. I have videos to upload, but I had a freaking blast with you guys today. Thank you for all the new memberships. It really, really does make a difference. I joke about it and say, like, oh, it's to make my wife let me do this full time and whatever. But that is a legitimate statement. It's a concern for anybody that wants to get into streaming. Like, can you support your family? Can you support yourself? And I'm not going to get too technical into financial situations, but I don't need to be making $1 million to be able to stream. I have ways of being okay. I just need a couple of members. So every little bit helps. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. I don't know where I'm going with that because I'm really tired. The main takeaway I want you to have is thank you, is what I want you guys to have. Will this be a void? A VOD? I think so. I think I have it set up to be a VOD. I don't know. I'm still figuring out YouTube. If it's not a VOD, yeah, I don't know. I got to look into that. I'm going to do that right now. It is. It is. So if you're on my homepage for my YouTube channel, right, at the top you can see videos or live. If you go to live, you'll see the one that's live right now, but you'll see the other ones that I did. I did an account takeover for a clan member, live stream of Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know what that was that I was doing. Uh, that one was 2 hours. I think that was just a random stream last week. I did a test stream and then my first stream. So yeah, all the VODs are saved. So you are welcome to check those out. The VOD of this one will be saved as well. And I need to get to uploading content. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you for hanging out. I am gonna go upload some videos. I'm the shard pull for my main account. I'm gonna make a thumbnail for to try and get more people to watch. But I don't know. That one was really all over the place. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. We'll see. I feel like I'm gonna get hate for pulling a Calvalax and not being excited about it. Like people are gonna get mad at me. So like yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night.